Hey guys, it's Joe from American Trucks, and today we're going to be taking a closer look at the Barricade Rattler steel running boards in black, fitting all 15 and newer F150s. Now this is going to be a great option for you if you're looking for an all-steel running board to give you the most amount of stepping area possible at a budget-friendly price tag. So what do we have going on here with the Rattlers? Well, these are completely made out of 14 gauge steel. No plastic anywhere on these running boards. I'm happy to report a lot of the times with things like this, you do get a plastic step pad here. That does sometimes tend to break if you put it under a lot of pressure. Not the case with the Rattlers. This thing is all steel through and through, and it's definitely going to be able to take some abuse. It's finished in that awesome black powder coating, which is not just there to add to the looks, albeit if you were going for the blackout look, this would match perfect. It looks awesome on our leadfoot gray 18 F150, but that powder coating is also there to serve as a layer of protection from the elements. On the actual surface of the board itself, we do have a bunch of drilled holes as well as raised bumps with holes in them. That's going to be great for traction. It's also going to keep any mud, rain, or snow from puddling up on the running board and causing you to slip off. It all comes together to give you a really nice industrial look on the side of your F-150. Now, a great thing about the Rattler specifically is just how much room it gives you to plant your foot on there. We broke out the tape measure, and this flat area right here is about 6.5 inches deep, and that is really good, all things considered, for a running board. That's one of the widest steps out there money can buy. So that, in combination with those traction bumps and drilled holes to make sure you don't slip off the thing, make this a great area to plant your foot when you're getting in and out of your truck. I mentioned earlier that this is completely out of steel. That's gonna make it really, really tough for a running board. This thing is easily going to be able to shake off the occasional ding, the shopping cart, the car door. It's gonna keep that from opening into your truck. But however, this is not gonna be full off-road armor. If off-roading is a concern to you, this isn't gonna be side armor. So I just wanna say that this is gonna be a great running board. It's gonna be able to take all the abuse that a running board should. However, if you do plan on doing some rock crawling, this is not gonna be the option for you. In fact, these do rob just a little bit of clearance from the underneath of your F-150. Not too bad, only a couple inches, but again, that's gonna be on you to choose whether or not these are for you. Also, one thing you want to check, if you do have mud guards on your F-150, you kind of want to eyeball this and make sure the Rattlers are going to fit in combination with those. I can't speak to all the mud guards out there. Moving on to pricing, and the Rattler is going to fit all three cab setups for the F-150, regular cab, super crew, which is what you see here. Barricade makes a variant for each one. However, the pricing is going to vary based on the size of the cab. Regular cab, it's going to start at around $250, and the Super Crew, like you see right here, is going to range right around that $400 mark. Now, for what you're getting at that price, that is definitely money well spent. This is one of my favorites in the category. I like the industrial looks. I like just how tough this thing is. I like that there's no plastic on here anywhere. So this is definitely a winner in my book. And again, money well spent. If you don't believe me, you don't have to take my word for it though. You could check out the customer reviews. This is currently sitting at about 4.8 out of 5 stars. There are a bunch of customer pictures on our website for you to check out too. Install for this is going to be really, really easy. No cutting or modifications to get this installed on your truck. Definitely an easy 1 out of 3. If you come with the right sockets, this is going to take you about an hour or 2 in the driveway. So without any further ado, let me show you what tools you'll need and how it's done. Tools required for this install are going to include an impact, ratchet, 13 and 10 millimeter sockets, as well as a 10 millimeter wrench. So like I said earlier, this install is going to be really, really easy. The newer F-150s all have studs lining the underside of the body, which are perfect for side step mounting brackets. However, we can't just put them up there and bolt them down. Our side step mounting brackets are steel. The body of our truck is aluminum. So what we're going to do first is apply these plastic washers, and this is just going to be a layer of protection against corrosion. These do come in the kit. You want to make sure these make it onto the studs before you mount up your brackets. So next up, grab a mounting bracket, put it over the studs, Any of the 6 brackets included in the kit will work. They're not side specific. We're gonna follow that up with some flat washers and then the 13mm nylock nuts included in the kit. Before we tighten this down though, I do just want to touch on the fact that this is slotted left and right. Just aim for the middle for now. If you need adjustment, you could come back later, loosen these up and slide it. And again, 13mm nuts, 13mm socket to tighten this bracket down. Now for the Super Crew, there's a middle position that's identical to this and a forward position that's identical to this. We're gonna do the same thing for both of those as well. So this is the middle right now. We're gonna start it off with the plastic washers. Follow that up with a mounting bracket, flat washers, some 13mm nuts. Now we just have the front left to go. So now we can grab a running board, and for now we're just gonna throw it up onto our mounting brackets. You do wanna make sure you grab the right side though. The bags that these are shipped in are color coded, and at least for us, the passenger side was in a green bag, driver's side is in a clear bag. Now, you can also tell by the spacing of these squares along the bottom, and the instructions do have a picture in there to make sure you have the right one. So double check with that, grab the right step, then you can put this up on the mounting brackets. So next what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab these bolt plates that do come included in the kit, and we're gonna put that up into the bracket on the side step, just like that. And that is basically how we're gonna connect the two together. So you can lift up on the step, slide that bolt plate over into our mounting bracket, and that is good to go. Now, what I'm gonna do, just to make sure that this doesn't fall off, is I'm just gonna thread a nut on there finger tight. We're gonna wait to tighten until we get the other two in place. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to, because tightening this nut would lock this down. So moving on to the middle here, we're just gonna work that bolt plate in, and then we'll throw a nut on there just to make sure it doesn't slide off. Now, once we get the front position in, we could apply all of the 10mm hardware and then start to align this and tighten it down. This front nut you could probably get to with an impact. However, this one in the back here is gonna require you to go a little bit old school with a 10mm wrench. Now we're gonna move to the other two brackets, apply the hardware, and tighten them down as well. The install is going to be the same exact thing for the other side. But that's going to do it for my review and install of the Barricade Rattler steel running boards in black, fitting all 15 and newer F150s. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe for more like this one. Keep it right here at American Trucks for all things F150.